by the way.
Oh, great.
Hell, there we go.
So, but no one watches that.
Just 700 people.
Yeah, depending. All right. That
There
should
we
be
go.
good. I got to redo the three-way for all of us.
Oh, now you're this way. I can't see you. I'm too far.
I feel like I'm getting fatter.
Yeah, I'll get
I feel like I'm definitely getting
closer.
fatter in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just tried to bend over and I couldn't even bend over.
I weighed in last week.
Too heavy.
No, I'm good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, man. I ran my PFT too.
How'd you do that?
I passed. I'm the
Nice.
standard.
Nice.
I
You are
am
the
the standard.
Hey, passing's better than the alternative.
Hey, in my MOS, you can fail it and still re-enlist.
So we're live on YouTube, so I can do all my.
We're live on everything. Yeah,
Shenanigans.
we're ready to go. I think.
I think I'm just gonna commit to the bald head.
Let me just.
It
check
doesn't
this.
look bad on you.
Yeah. Okay. We're good.
I'm just gonna find the live and
Let me know when you're ready.
post it.
I just have a very
Oh.
awkward.
I don't have a old fashioned.
Oh, usually you order that, so I just didn't do it.
Oh, yeah. I got this espresso martini to kind of wake myself up, and then I just lost track of time. So hey, welcome to the pre-show.
My channel.
This is the Stogies and Spirits podcast.
Coming to you live from the Diplomat Cigar Lounge in downtown Keene, New Hampshire.
You'll hear that in a minute once we go actual live, but we're just changing things up. We usually have 4. Today we have 3. So had to make a couple adjustments. Anyone watching the Toronto game? I'm
No.
really hoping Toronto has to win 2 more games for me. They don't have to win the whole thing, but they at least got to tie it up because
You put money with Toronto.
Yes, I did.
They made it to the second round. That's as far as
I
they're
know.
going.
I just dislike Florida that much. I don't have my phone on me, so
You're lost in the sauce.
I am.
Can you turn like my feed back up?
Turn your
I just sound super quiet.
like that.
Oh, that's better. That's
Okay.
a lot.
Too much? Too much?
No, a little tad bit more.
More?
Ooh, actually, no, a little bit less.
Less.
Da. Perfect. I could barely hear my echo, and I was like, oh no.
Oh, you got to hear your echo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go turn down the speakers
Okay.
because I can hear the speakers on.
I
Sure,
also
sure.
can hear the speakers.
Ooh, you
I
got
know, that
you
sounded just really bad.
got the
It
fuzzy.
wasn't doing that until I moved.
It wasn't.
That
Ooh.
probably doesn't help.
No, it's the cable, I think. Unplug it and plug it back in. Is it plugged in
Yeah, it's plugged in
all the way?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hello.
Do you have an extension on yours?
No.
That's interesting.
Hello.
Interesting.
Hello.
That sounds terrible.
It's awful. Yeah, you definitely have some static on you.
You want to change it out while I turn the music down?
Yeah, do you have another one in there?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
It's just the short one though. You'll have to just run it straight across.
You're supposed to roll with the natural flow, so when you pick it up and spin it, that could be it. And you're stretching the metal. I'm not a cordologist. He's a cordologist? Yeah, my brother, like, he has to... He did video production for a little while.
Does it still sound staticky or is it better?
Sounds better.
Okay.
Sound better? Mm-hmm. Do I sound better?
Much better.
They make me sound
Oh,
sexier.
now I'm staticky.
There you
No,
go.
I'm fine.
We'll
All
get it-
right.
We'll get it right one day.
I think I already posted my post, so
Oh,
I already posted my post too.
we're good to go.
I think we're good. All
good to
right.
go.
You want to intro it?
Kick it.
Kick it.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Stogies and Spirits podcast, coming to you live from the Diplomat Cigar Lounge in beautiful downtown Keene, New Hampshire. Is everybody ready? It's
Could I
time
get
to just cut, light, and suck.
Thanks.
Disclaimer.
Had to pave.
We are all
So I
over the
moved
age
it
of
out.
21 and do not condone underage smoking or
Building.
drinking. Please drink and smoke
They dug it out.
responsibly.
And refilled it.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Stogies and Spirits podcast. I'm here with people that just aren't paying attention, and
Twin
that's just
state.
how it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
To my left, Mr. Bazio,
Yo, yo, yo.
CEO.
My name is
CTO,
Bazayo.
B-I-N-G-O.
CEO. Bazayo.
B-I-Z-I-O.
Dude, that could be a rap.
LGBTQ.
Oh,
B-E-Z-I-O.
that's the rap. His name is Bezio. He's the CEO.
Is it Bezio?
No,
Oh.
Bazayo. I guess you could do his
I
name
always say
is
Bazio.
He's the CE. No, see,
CEIO. Oh,
and
his name is
CEO.
Bazio. He's the CIO
Yeah, something like that.
from Ohio.
I am not from Ohio.
What, you think rappers like actually are honest in what they're saying? Come on.
I'm from Sullivan O.
There you
Eminem says
go.
he's from Detroit.
Who?
Marshall Mathers.
He's from Detroit?
Yeah.
No, isn't he from Detroit though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you said
oh,
like-
I'm saying they. No, I'm just saying all of them.
All right,
don't.
guys, I'm out.
Anyway, this guy to my right, Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly. What else can we say about this fella?
He's
I
something
think we've
else.
said enough.
That's about enough of that.
Yep.
52 days.
52 days.
52 days.
Until he's gone.
Not gone, but
Gone, but not forgotten.
free.
Gone like a freight train.
Dobie earns his wings.
Like
They give
everything.
Master a sock, and I get my own free will back.
Dobie.
you
Dobie
go.
gave you a sock.
No, Master needs to give me a piece of clothes.
Oh yeah, true. You are Dobie.
I am Dobie. I'm the house elf in
that's
this
true.
scenario.
That
The
makes
house
sense.
bee.
The house, yeah, B.
And then, I mean, if you're new to the show, I'm the producer, DJ. Ice.
Icky. Is it Icky or Ice? Can we stop that?
Wow, that was pretty good intro for me. I mean, I'm just
Just your
I'm
average,
just your average guy.
average Joe.
All right,
Speaking
so
of average Joe, did you see they're coming out with a dodgeball too?
no
Yeah.
way.
Hey Kelly,
I did not see that. That sounds
Dodgeball 2.
awesome. I'm excited. I'm very
I
excited
barely
for that.
remember Dodgeball 1.
What? You haven't seen Dodgeball?
I've
Oh my
seen
God,
it,
It's
yeah,
so
with,
hilarious.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller and that dude who's in like all those movies. And if
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
dodge a fork, you can dodge. I saw that. I
no,
saw
if
it.
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
Dodge,
on.
dip, dive, and dodge. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge, a ball.
I'm just having issues with the links you sent me because it opens up something weird.
Uh
I got the information I need, but it's like,
oh.
Oh, I apologize.
Careful
you
for that.
send?
Careful those links. I never open any of those links right away.
So
You gotta
you've seen
check 'em
Dodgeball. I'm
first.
excited to see the
I
second
love
one.
Dodgeball.
I
I
thought
think it's
there was
hilarious.
enough space to make a second movie.
Oh,
out of it.
absolutely.
should be good.
Absolutely. It should be
I'm
good,
ready for
yeah.
Good Burger too.
Wow.
Good Burger. Welcome to Good Burger.
What do you mean, wow?
I mean, wow,
do you mean?
like that's been a long time. Is that coming out? Is that like a thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
No fucking
Dude,
way.
Kel came out with Keenan and was like, "We have an
Good
announcement."
Burger too.
They're still alive?
Yes, he does. He's on SNL.
Oh, really?
Ke-
I don't watch it
Keenan or
anymore.
Kel? Which one is it? Kel.
Keenan. Keenan used to be on SNL. He probably still is.
One of them is still on it. Like
Yeah,
Regularly.
he
Keenan.
was the judge with what's that skit that I like to watch?
the larger one.
Yeah, he's still on SNL.
Yeah, that's Keenan.
Yeah, he's still on SNL. He does a lot of good movies too.
Which ones did you look up that I sent you? The first two or the second two? I'll look up the opposite
The
ones.
second two.
All right, I'll look up the first two. Pew.
So, if you're new to the show, once again, we usually talk about stogies and spirits, hence the name of the show. Stogies being these cigars that are sitting right in front of us here, and the spirits being the bottles in between.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
It is,
That was
but
good, though. I like it.
You know, I mean,
No, that
I'm
was really
trying
good.
to-
Like, that sounded very professional.
I try. I think I'm coming down with something. I don't know. I feel like a little like
It's all-
stuffed up.
I have allergies.
Yeah, that's
I had
what it
allergies.
is.
It
You
was
know
like
what?
bad this
Allergies.
morning.
You know why? It's because last week you were complaining about all of us coughing, and now who's the one who's gonna get sick?
I don't know.
You.
Me. I don't like coughing.
It's inevitable.
I'm not coughing though. I'm just like stuffed up because of
I can hear
allergies, and I can see all that stuff floating in the air too. So
All the
I know
white
that's
fuzzy
it. All the white
things?
fuzzy crap.
Yo, I try to blow those things away.
Yeah,
I sit there and snort them.
there you go.
My
Nice.
my body is there.
Immune.
Nothing can bring this temple down.
This temple. Temple of health.
Oh, dude,
Yes,
I fill it
absolutely.
with nothing but nicotine and disappointment.
Hey, that sounds great.
I didn't know I was with you last night. That'd be the disappointment part.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh shit.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that deserved that
There
one.
you go.
But yeah, so last week we did the Michter's,
Bourbon.
Kentucky single barrel bourbon, right?
Yep. And the
We did and
small
it
batch
ranked,
bourbon.
Small batch, yeah.
And what
Small
did it rank?
batch. It ranked fifth
Michter's
in our
small
top
batch,
10,
7.35.
which is a 7.35.
And
Absolutely.
then we're also pairing that with New Hampshire's very own 724 cigars. This one is
Well,
the-
no. Hold on. The Michter's was last time.
That's Michter's.
Yeah,
again,
we're
but
doing
doing
Michter's
straight
rye this week.
we're
The
doing
straight
Michter's rye. That's
Yep.
right. We talked about doing that.
Yep.
So we're doing the straight rye,
Yep.
pairing
And
it with
the 724 cigar brand.
724 cigar.
got it.
What did we pair with
Finish it.
last time?
Oh no, I got it. So this is the 1874 series. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We should put
You're correct.
dates on here so we know when we did each one of them.
So where's that piece of paper?
That's a good idea.
Oh, you got it? You got it?
Where's the paper? Yours.
Is it back here?
No, it's in the back room, I think.
That's has
That
every
has the
It has
episode.
dates on it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, do you remember what the last one we had was? You got to remember.
It was the Michter's bourbon.
No, the cigar.
The cigar
we did
was-
the Nika Rustica broadleaf.
Correct.
Okay, so that ranked 7 with a 6.75, pretty low. But I think it's because there were a couple issues with it. From what I remember, is it was I wouldn't say it was like loose packed, but it was. You guys were like
It smoked like a chimney.
it had a ton of smoke.
There was a
in
lot
it.
of smoke.
Yeah.
And it was a very,
Bold.
it was peppery,
Yep.
but there wasn't a lot of other flavors to it. It was just it
Just kind of strong.
was a less expensive cigar. It's $6.50. It was a very good $6.50 cigar.
Yeah.
But it was just,
It's on the board.
it's on the board. It just can't keep up with some
It's
of those
just-
other ones, you know?
Yeah.
No, like even the first couple of puffs on this one, I like it.
This is a very good cigar.
And that's
I,
what's. Oh, go ahead.
I like this better than the 4
Five and dime.
5 and dime.
See, I like the 5 and dime.
See, the thing that
This is good though.
is. Oh, I guess.
Do you have any of the history on 724? Because it's pretty
Let's
cool.
hear it.
Yeah. So the
Like the actual history of the brand. If you don't, I have it
the
up
reason
right
why
now.
it's called 724 is because
Sure.
yeah. So this brand was originally. Do you want to take it away? I have like the reason why it was called 724 is because it was originally the warehouse that these were cigars 100 years ago were first made was in 724 Elm Street in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's where the,
Manchester, New Hampshire.
Where the factory was,
The
correct?
factory was,
Yes.
yeah. And then they went ahead and closed down. And then in 2006, Kendall,
Yes. Kendall.
excuse me, not realive it. What do you call it?
Yeah, he brought it back to life.
He brought it back to life and
Revived it.
revived it. And this is one of
Like the phoenix from the ashes.
Which one was the first one that he came out with?
This one, no.
No, it's the one that
WC. Or there's one that's just 724 WC, I believe.
Yeah, he restarted this in 2006, right? In 2006, 2010?
Yeah.
2006, yeah.
Yes, it's the 724 cigar. That's just what it's called.
And this is the series. It's completely different.
This is the 1874 series.
yeah,
Yes.
the 1874 represents the year the factory was actually made.
Nice.
Yeah, it was actually founded in 1874 by a guy named R.G. Sullivan in Manchester, and it went out of business in 1963.
Wow.
But by the time it went out of business in 1963, he was manufacturing in Manchester. And I say manufacturing, like the leaf was shipped there. 80 million cigars a year.
Holy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
a lot.
I heard at one point the guy that owned this was the largest taxpayer in America. At one point. Yeah.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but I guess it is.
Well, it means you're making a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
I think this is the first Indonesian binder that I've had.
It's mine too. Well, other than I've never had one other than this cigar.
Yeah.
So how many did you say again? 40 million?
80 million.
80 million.
80 million cigars. And he was manufacturing it there. It wasn't like he was buying them in from Honduras or anywhere else.
So it was all American tobacco?
That's
No.
I wasn't looking at anything. I saw a bunny on the TV over there.
No, it wasn't. No, he
Wait,
shipped
is
the
that-
tobacco leaf in.
80 million a year?
Yeah.
From Nicaragua.
Yeah, from
Dude,
wherever.
That's
Cuba,
almost
Nicaragua.
220,000 cigars a day.
Yeah.
And
You
this
should have
was
seen the
Wow.
You know, like when you're driving down the highway and you see those giant factories? That's how that one of his was that factory.
I wonder if he was the main reason why Manchester becomes such a popular city. People working in his
Well,
factory.
there's just a lot of mills in Manchester. It was right on the
yeah,
river.
that's true. That's
There's a
true.
lot of other stuff going on other than the cigars.
A lot of
Basically, two
child labor.
cigars a second he was making.
Wow.
Nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Hand rolled.
2 cigars
Yeah.
a second.
And that number's
a lot.
not too far off from what the factories do nowadays.
Yeah?
So it's not like there isn't you can't have anything roll it. So there's no industry where you can make a machine to roll it because they have to be hand rolled.
Sure.
So you can't 80 million's what they can
Yeah,
do
I guess
nowadays.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you can have a larger population of employees
Was
to
there-
roll more cigars.
Was there
but
a child labor law back then?
I'm guessing so.
Maybe not.
In 1960 or
1874?
True but by the end. So in
Oh.
1963 was when they did 80 million.
Yeah, that's what this and I always bring them up. The Nelson brothers, those companies that have the big year gaps, they make quite a well recovery.
Yeah. Well, you have this drive. You have this younger generation that wants to come up and bring these brands back that they have history.
And yeah.
So this brand went out of business, and the gentleman that brought it back, Kurt, he found this guy that actually just bought the name. He had his own
So child labor laws didn't start in the United States till 1938. So he had kids up in there rolling cigars.
early on, yeah, probably. Well, yeah, why not? Those
Why
kids,
not?
it was a different life back then, though. Everyone
Sure.
worked.
yeah.
Very few people went to
Absolutely.
school past 8th grade or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
No, nothing against him. I mean,
So Kurt found this guy who bought the brand name 724 Cigars
Okay.
to put in his own tab for his personal use, just to own the name, because he felt like it was cool to own the name 724 Cigars. He was like a historian for cigars and
That's
stuff.
cool. That's cool.
So when he approached him, the guy actually just gave him the name and was like, "Yeah, if you're gonna bring the brand back, you can use it."
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool, and it's a New Hampshire brand.
Is Kurt from New Hampshire?
Kurt is from New Hampshire, I believe. He lives in New Hampshire now, and he's lived here quite a while.
does he
Do we
live in
claim
His
Manchester?
his shop's been open for 25 years. So,
Which one's his shop?
twins.
Never been there.
Yeah, yeah.
But
you
he
have.
doesn't-
You
Oh,
went there with me.
That's his shop?
Yes.
Did we meet the guy?
We did not meet the guy. We met Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he still manufacture at...
So Kurt does not manufacture. All manufacturing's gone.
Did he sell it to somebody else? Or
No, so he still owns. He didn't buy the building. He just bought the
Yeah.
name.
Okay.
He still owns the name. He does all his manufacturing out of other people's manufacturing.
So who took over his 80 million cigars a year.
Oh no, when it died in 1963, it just went away.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to like the building and all the equipment and
You drive by it.
all the people and all the kids. Maybe that's what happened. They couldn't do
They all
child
went
labor
off to
anymore.
World War
and
II. No,
they
no,
had to
You're
stop.
not helping. I'm sure Kurt does not appreciate you talking about it like that.
Just kidding.
No, I wouldn't even say it because World War II was done 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, they
From the 60s,
If they
that is.
started child labor laws in the 30s, we
38.
said. So and it lasted to the 60s. So
I didn't
wasn't
ask
that.
Kurt the question, why did it stop? That's a question
Yeah.
I'll ask him the next time, and I'll report back for
curious.
you guys. But
Yeah. Because I was thinking, like, I know 1938 is just because you showed me a website. Now that's engraved in my head, and I was going to say, like, oh, World War II, yada, yada, yada. But no, not even that. But that's
he's just
cool.
never gonna see you.
I know. I'm trying though.
I do like how he makes his cigars, like,
I'm looking if I could throw something up there, but I can't.
with
so.
the history of the company in it. Like the
He kept
My
it.
phone's right there on
74,
Yeah.
TikTok.
What's the significance of the one that I smoked? The 50 or five
Five and dime.
five and dime one?
That's like the five and dime shop, right? I think that's what it is. So that's like where you would buy cigars in a five and dime shop.
Kind of like a Packy in Mass?
I think so.
Oh, that's cool.
But
See
that's
how
like
I-
from the old days, you know. Let's see if I can figure out what the.
There it is. Thank
That's really
you.
cool. I hope someday he's able to buy that building back.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be like put a gift shop in there, make it look as real like back in the day as possible.
So a five and dime was a variety store, pound store, whatever, a retail store that sells general merchandise such as apparel, automotive parts, dry goods, toys, hardware, home furnishings, cigars.
But he's
Automotive?
he's still making cigars though, right?
Kurt is, yes.
Because you have these.
Yeah. He brought the brand back in 2006.
But it's just not as like crazy as it used to be.
Correct. He's got to rebuild it back up.
Okay. So
I could
do
ask.
you know
I
what
could
they
ask
do
him how many.
for
I don't
yeah.
know how many he makes a year. I could ask.
Is it like still a local thing? Do you have to get them locally or is
No,
it
it's nationwide. So he goes to all the big shows like
Nice.
the PCA and the TPE, and he presents his cigars to places around the world across the United States.
And what do one of these guys run you?
The one we're smoking tonight, I think, is $13.50.
Okay.
And they range from like $13.50 down to $7.50, $8.50.
Oh, okay.
You were telling me that.
So these are like the high end.
These are the higher end ones, yes.
he was telling me a story about. Correct me if I'm wrong. The five and dime, right? Five and
Five
dime.
and dime.
So
Five and dime.
he was pitching this to.
Oh my goodness, yes, I can tell you that story.
Go ahead.
So Kurt
Thank
brought
you.
this brand into existence, the
Made
five
with
and
love.
the five and dime. It's a
That's why it took so long.
barber pole cigar.
He's talking to you.
Oh, you're talking to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You are terrible.
I just got my drink. I was distracted.
I already know this story.
Okay.
You're not a good podcast
You're talking
mate.
to everybody else too.
Yeah, exactly. But I want you to hear it.
Okay,
You're more
start
important
over.
to me than everyone else.
Well, I appreciate that. Wow, now I feel like an asshole.
You're literally like, oh yeah, and did this story, and then he's trying to tell you the story. And
Kurt?
Okay, Kurt.
Made this cigar, the
Five
five,
and
and
Dime.
dime. Yes, it's part of the Hustler series, Hustler Five and Dime. It's a barber pole, the two colored.
Yep.
So he made this barber pole. It's two Maduro wrappers. So it's a lighter dark wrapper and then a darker dark wrapper.
Oh, and it's barber pulled up. So the
Yes.
cigar is barber pulled. That's
So it looks cool. You can almost
That's
you can
pretty
barely
cool.
tell that it's
Like that one.
Like
oh, is it hard because they're
because
similar
they're two
colors?
different colors. So he
Do
made
you have
this
any of
cigar.
those?
I do have them here.
it looks something like that, but darker.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd
So
like to
he
take a look
had
at one of
them shipped to Rocky Patel down in Florida. And Rocky Patel was going to have a huge grand opening for this cigar, right?
This one's barber pulled.
Yes.
Yep.
So Rocky had all the cigars shipped to his lounge, and they started smoking them. Rocky Patel promoted it himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like went online, promoted it, and said, "Hey, come here for this cigar. It's 724." guy
Anyone
from
that
New
was
Hampshire.
important is
Anyone
gonna be
that was
there.
important was going to be there. Cigars come off the boat or whatever plane. They get shipped to Rocky Patel. They start smoking them, and they're bad.
No.
They didn't smoke. They didn't rest long enough and humidified, and they were overly wet. So
Okay.
like you couldn't draw through them at all or anything like that. And like, I mean, they were bad. Like,
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, that was a terrible, terrible experience.
I bet.
It's Rocky Patel put his name on the line for
Right?
this guy.
For
like,
this bullshit,
this brand and this
nasty
guy, and then it
cigar.
just didn't do anything.
Oh, man.
And it's finally it sat.
Could
long
he
enough.
have like sat him out in the sun or something? And
No,
let
you
him
don't want
dry
to do that
out?
because that would
Yeah,
dry it
'cause
out
that would
too
dry it out
much.
too much.
It needs to do it gradually. So we let them sit for another year and a half, and now they're like very smokable. They're very, very enjoyable.
In like a humidor or something like that.
Correct. Yeah, you
to
put them in
let
the
it-
humidor like at 70%, and you just let
it go.
it go. Yeah.
Let it do its thing.
But I can't imagine like
Could you
you're
imagine?
bringing
Can't
this
rush it,
brand
man. You
out,
can't rush it.
and this guy puts his neck on the line for you, and then he just
I mean, Rocky Patel, that's one of the
big
biggest
name.
names.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
huge.
One of the
name.
biggest names in cigars.
I couldn't imagine. I'm so
If you've smoked a cigar, you've probably smoked a Rocky Patel.
Well, at some point.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm
or-
surprised that he didn't go under right there.
Is Gurkha
Well, he had
Rocky
s-
Patel or no?
No, no.
Okay.
He had so many other brands. Like this just happened a year ago. Like that. I think that's one of his
Oh,
latest
this is
ones.
recent.
Yeah. Year and a half ago.
Oh.
Very recent.
Ooh, awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's tough.
It's tough, especially when you're trying to rebuild a brand.
Yeah. But he took them all. He let them sit, and now
But
they're
now
all
they're good.
Yeah. He actually had a meeting down there with Rocky Patel again, and he actually brought that box of cigars, and they all smoked it around the conference table,
And
everyone enjoyed it thoroughly.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's good. Happy ending.
That,
Happy
very
ending.
happy ending, but that would absolutely suck.
That would.
Oh, yeah.
I would go home and like do Pilates in my bedroom and be pissed. You ever seen like?
Why Pilates?
You ever seen like Hot Rod?
Pilates?
Have you
That's
seen
the
Hot
most
Rod?
random thing.
No. What's
Wait,
Hot Rod? The
You've
movie?
never seen Hot Rod the movie?
Probably.
No, I don't know.
I've never seen that part where you talk about Pilates in your
How
bedroom.
are you
and
going to
does
be upset
Pilates?
that I don't remember Dodgeball, but I remember Hot
classic.
Rod? Hot Rod
Okay.
is a cult classic.
Cult classic. Yeah,
He
see,
literally
cult
raises
classic.
money as a daredevil just so he can get his dad a new heart so he can beat the shit out of him. That's the point of the movie.
Oh, is that the one with Andy Samberg?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Where
now.
he's like, oh, I need to
I was
take
about to
on
look it
the...
up, but I remember. it.
Yeah, I need to take my spirit animals, the bottlenose dolphin, the house cat.
It's a pretty dumb movie, but it's hilarious.
It's
I'll watch
hilarious.
It. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Do you have any-
I'm sure you've seen it.
Do you have any information on the cigar itself you want to talk about? Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't mean to
they're
interrupt
flavor
you.
Yeah,
notes.
no,
or-
so yeah,
no, let's talk about what we should be talking about.
I know.
yeah, the rappers Nicaraguan.
Wow. Okay. Yep, we're done. All right.
Nicaraguan. You guys made that a huge deal. I'm just trying to read here.
Oh my god.
Listen, when you did it, I didn't even phase.
I'm getting banned on TikTok right now.
no, you're not. Nicaraguan. How do you say it?
Oh my god.
How do you say it?
Nicaraguan.
Nicaraguan. You're fine. Jalapa Habana? Yo. You guys
So
are
let
making
this guy
a
on the show.
Big fucking deal. It's not. Yeah, so
Not
it's.
a big deal.
I'm not even going to say it now. You go.
Starts with an N and ends with an R, and you don't want him next to you, living
No,
next
it
to you.
doesn't. It begins with an N and ends with an N.
Neighbor.
Nape.
Here, let me see it. Let me see.
Right here.
Awkward silence.
Okay, so it's the rapper is a Nicaraguan Jalapa
Habano.
Indonesian binder, and the filler is the same as the rapper.
Makes sense.
Guys, I really do.
There's 3 sizes available. There's a Robusto, there's a Corona Especial, and a Torpedo Especial.
There's more sizes now because we're smoking
Thanks.
6x60.
Yeah.
We're
Thanks.
smoking
Let's not
Oreo.
talk about the rapper anymore.
So the 724 1874 series gives off a quick dose of pepper, which I get 100%. I'm probably about halfway through it now, and yeah, the pepper definitely settled down.
It definitely
Wow.
died out very quickly.
I need to not
Did
eat
it?
all day.
Yeah,
I
it's
need-
very good.
Oh.
This cigar, this is probably one of the better cigars I've smoked in a while.
Yeah,
So
it's really good.
interesting because it's pricier than most other cigars, but it's also local. Sounds like it's a smaller batch than most of these, like a Gurkha or something.
I'm guessing so.
I mean, who knows? But it sounds that way. But here's the thing: you guys have like a history. Like you went there, you went to the place, you met some guys, you heard the stories. Like I feel there may be a little bit of bias towards it
Like
because of that. You want it to be good.
But it is good though.
No, and I'm not saying
No, and I understand that. No, I understand where you're
just-
coming from.
I did
grain
that.
of salt.
I did
but
that
Yep.
one
agree.
time with Hammer and Sickle vodka. I was like, oh man, I like the cigar brand so much that I got to buy the big obnoxious thing of vodka, and I tasted it and I was like, this is terrible.
Oh, okay. So honest opinions then.
Yeah, so the hype
good.
was there, and then it wasn't. But
How do you feel? Do you like the cigar? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I do like it. It's definitely something that I would have on it. It's great.
Okay.
I would smoke this like
Would
all
would
day
you
long.
say it's like a lighter, a heavier, middle of the road?
I think it's a heavy medium.
Heavy. So you're smoking one of these and you're good.
No,
No.
you could smoke two.
Yeah?
Maybe it's close to a medium, but I feel like
Okay.
it's a bold medium. How about that?
With the pepperiness, it's
a lot of
it's
flavor, but
got-
medium.
Okay.
Yes, no, maybe.
What
yeah,
do you think?
no, I would agree with that.
Like a
You could
bold
do-
medium,
Yeah.
not
You could do
heavy
two?
but bold.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, I know you
I'm
could probably
really
you could
trying to hope that you're not setting me up for something because when
No,
you stare
No,
at
we're
me,
not
I'm
setting
really
you
not.
up.
when he
I'm really
stares
not.
at me, I'm
I
like,
know, I
oh my
know.
god,
I'm-
what is he trying
I'm a
to do?
jokester,
Are we talking
but-
about Uncle Jack again?
No.
No.
Being legit here, like just trying to get an honest answer because it's
They,
tough.
they said at 3/4 of an inch, the peppercorn morphed into a herbal note.
And that's what I was saying. It's definitely
The pepperiness went away quick.
yeah.
I don't retrohale. This person retrohaled.
What's a retrohale?
I did do a dry suck.
Remember we tried to do it through the nose?
Oh, when you
We've all died trying to do
yeah,
it.
no. I feel like you have to inhale when you do that, and that's just
Yeah, grass.
not a. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Let's see.
No.
Nope.
Wait,
he's
is it out the
not-
nose?
Out the
and in the mouth?
nose. In the mouth, out the nose.
Yeah.
You said you did it once. You said it like burned your face off.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Eesh. I can't do that.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't see it.
I saw it.
Did you
Yeah.
see it?
No, I saw it.
I was looking at the
The
camera.
finish
Camera
has
didn't
some
see it.
citrus qualities. I don't get citrus. They are
No.
soft lemon peel flavor. Who are
Wow,
these?
you get a lot of flavor when you do that.
Who are these
I bet.
crazy
I mean,
bastards?
it's going through all your orifices.
I don't know if that's just a bloody nose though.
Oh, that. Yeah. Going on. Continue, please.
Light pepper leads in post draw. The retrohale creamy nuttiness. Did you get some nuttiness?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the only one that can retrohale. So
No.
savory umami.
Umami.
Character.
I would get citrus too. Yeah.
never had
Is this
umami.
right?
Oh my god, umami is the best
Really?
flavor ever.
Never had it.
So, oh my god. So there's this place if you're in California, Umami Burger. There's like I think 4 locations maybe or 5 or 3. I don't know. There's a few of them. The best burger I've ever had, hands down. The umami flavor is amazing. It's one of the like main huge flavors that you have that you can taste on your tongue. It's like got its own part of your tongue that only umami can do.
Interesting.
So you mean to
and-
tell me there's a part of my tongue that I've never used before?
Apparently,
You learn something
Like
every day?
taste
Yeah.
bud wise?
Yes.
God, you guys
Yes.
are killing me today.
yes. I'm not gonna. I was gonna go there,
Don't.
but she's here, so I'm like, nah. I'll be nice.
How's the construction on yours?
Mine's like it's tight.
I still haven't
haven't
ashed mine
ashed
yet.
it,
Oh,
yeah.
I
No, and
ash
it's
mine
like-
because I usually dump it on myself.
Gotcha.
Are you having trouble pulling from that, or
Not at all. I tried.
Do you want to show
I
it
tried
just
to
a little
ash.
bit to the? Yeah, there you go.
I just tried to ash and it didn't come off.
Really?
Like it wasn't ready. You know,
Wow.
like I say, like if,
Yeah,
if
you
it's
just
ready
tap
to
it a
ash,
little bit and
you
it'll
just-
go.
If you barely tap the side of the ashtray and it falls off, it's ready.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, don't hit it harder because you're
Yeah.
gonna end up cracking
Like
the
this guy.
wrapper. And no, not him. Gil does it sometimes where he hits it
Yeah.
too hard and it cracks the wrapper. I see a lot of the
just give it a-
customers here.
No, your wrapper's still.
A lot of customers like are hitting it too hard and then they complain like, "Oh, the wrapper cracked." It's
But even
dry.
like the ash,
It's not
like,
a cigarette.
It's your own fault, dude.
Yeah.
even the ash is like tight,
Oh, it stayed together.
and
Yeah.
you can pick it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Like it's very nicely. Now I heard that if it burns like that and you can keep it on there, it's better to keep it on. Is that true or
Correct.
fact?
Yeah. It keeps it like insulation.
Yeah.
So it keeps the whole entire, all the leaf in there burning
So you shouldn't have to relight
equally
it.
or
In
what's
theory.
another word? Consistently?
Consistence.
Consistently. So it tends to burn funny when you start ashing more often, or if you can keep it on, it's better.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. Yeah, I wasn't a real big fan of the 5 and Dine,
No,
Okay.
but that's just my own palate. So.
yeah, I liked it.
And so you guys are smoking this one?
The 1874.
Correct, yeah, the 1874.
This is, I'll hold it up here. Boop, 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 boop. This is the 1874. It's kind of shiny, but there it is there. If you're watching, if you're not watching, I'm holding a cigar up to the camera, so you're not missing too much. 724. And if you're wondering, it's not like 724, it's 7-20-4.
Which is weird because the address is 724.
Yeah, so that's weird.
724 Elm Street.
Which is interesting. My birthday's on 7/20, so this is maybe my go-to.
That could be your go-to for this year.
No, that's.
I was just saying, you don't smoke. I don't think I've ever seen you smoke.
I've smoked
You
on
smoked once.
one
the Charter
episode.
Oak.
Yes, the Charter Oak, which was nice and easy. This one I think would be too much for me, to be
It would be
perfectly
too
honest.
much, yeah.
So
As
if
a
you're a
second-
new guy, maybe, or girl, or
Person.
yes, let's go with that because there's too many genders to list.
Yep. Too many genders, too many colors.
Yes, yes. So if you are breathing human, this would probably be a little too much if it's your first.
Just a couple of months down the road. Couple months of smoking down the road.
Yeah. So you can move up to it, but maybe start off with like one of these Gurkhas or something, and then.
Well, they
move
have
in.
a 724 as a.
Oh, you're right. They have a.
They have a
one.
Connecticut one. We can do that next week. And try that out. See what you guys think.
What's
of
this
that.
barber pole one again, or is this a different barber pole one?
That should have a name on the back of it.
But that is a different one. That's not the one that we.
Hustler Grand Toro.
Correct. That's the Hustler. Then they have the Hustler 5 and Dime, which is the 2 double Maduro.
Is it the barber pole as well?
It is a barber pole.
That's
it's
the
just,
darker and
it's
darker.
dark barber pole.
Yeah.
That's really cool, though. I like the barber pole. That's
They're
like
cool.
a cool
And,
thing
and
to
you
smoke.
can, if you have a good enough palate, you can taste the different wrappers.
When it hits the
all
wrappers,
the way
different.
through, yeah.
That's cool.
That's interesting because the same wrappers burning throughout.
Yeah.
What?
That's interesting. It's a barber pole, so no matter what, you're still gonna get both wrappers.
You can taste both of them.
Well, yeah, I guess it maybe if you're burning it to the side or like right here, you would be burning one by itself,
Right, but
or one of them's
spin
going to
the
take
cigar.
over.
But then there's a little bit on the other
Do
side.
you see what I'm saying? It's a barber pole,
Oh,
so no
yeah,
matter what,
interesting.
you're burning.
But I feel like maybe you would get more of one than another,
Maybe
depending on
Maybe.
different times.
Maybe.
So
The people have the really good palates say
Can
they can
tell.
taste both of them.
They wear-
I
they-
can't.
they
It's
also
just a
wear-
nice.
They also wear monocles. And
It
top
just
hats.
adds like a nice, so you have like a light flavor and then a dark flavor mixed.
it's like that wine guy we saw that was like, "This is
Correct.
from 1875, and it's."
It'd be like if you gave me, I could do it if you gave me like a chocolate chip cookie and then a chocolate chip cookie with like white chocolate and regular chocolate.
Oh yeah,
I could pick that out.
I could too.
But that's
Some skill.
I'm just fat, so
Yeah, me too.
This is raisin.
I think that's
I'm the
kinda
cookie
all of us.
monster.
We're all just kind of.
My family calls me the cookie monster. If you
I
put
believe
cookies
it.
out, I'll eat all of them.
I think I've been offered cookies every single time I've come to your house.
Probably.
I was. Did we have cookies?
We did have cookies at
Yes,
pizza.
remember?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Reese's Pieces one.
Brick oven. Oh, that's
Those are
right.
really good. Those
Those
Reese's
from
Pieces
Hannaford?
from Hannaford's. Oh my god.
Dope. So
I gotta.
good.
Sarah always buys that shit, and I'm like, get it out of the house.
That's
it's
what I tell
too
Becca.
good.
I'm like, get all
Why
the
would
stuff
you
out of the
bring
house.
that here?
Lately, she brought in what are those things? What would you do for
Klondike
a Klondike bar?
yeah,
The Heath ones,
Oh,
bro. The Heath Klondike bars are my go-to.
yeah, those are really. I love Heath bars too.
Same.
So I'm a huge like toffee kind of person.
Yeah, I'll get like
Yeah.
regular Greek yogurt and I'll throw some Heath bar in there.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I like it.
Yeah, because
Man.
regular Greek.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, back to
We gotta get to
the back to the
second,
show.
third. So second, third, the herbal note returns at a light level. Some hay also joins in. At an inch in, the profile is aged cedar. Aged cedar. I think I get cedar almost every cigar.
What are you looking for?
The comments.
Oh yeah, there aren't any. Well, there's one.
I find the core flavor profile of wood, white pepper, and soft spice continuing on. There's some
Let's go
citrus
Toronto.
qualities, presents a well finish and a slight minty quality. I don't get minty either.
No
I
mint.
don't get that.
Like, I don't get citrus or mint. This
Yeah.
person.
Well, and
is
that's the thing.
different.
I mean, yeah. And who knows? Maybe he just had Girl Scout mint, one of those mint cookies right
could've.
before he smoked it.
That's what
And
this
that's
guy
he's
did
got.
for sure. The burn line was straight the whole way down. The ash held through each third,
It does.
which mine is almost through the first third, and the ash is still holding.
So he's not wrong.
They're not wrong on that. That just shows good construction.
Absolutely.
Like you had
Absolutely.
someone putting
I think
time
this is
in
the first one that you've had that had the
really
the
good ash.
really good ash. Usually because
They
you guys are like
crumble.
relighting them.
Yeah.
And you can't relight it with that kind of ash on it.
No.
So yeah,
I'm waiting for it to just.
just boom right in his lap.
Right on my mic.
Oh no.
Please no, these things are too expensive.
All right, here. Overall, the
keep going.
cigar began with aged cedar, mustiness, and black peppercorn. Some dry earth joined in fairly quickly, and then peppercorn morphed into a herbal note. The second third saw these components, blah, 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 blah. Why did you do 2 overalls? What?
Hey, you got the Sharpie?
I don't think we have a writing utensil.
I'll go grab it. It's in the back somewhere.
Do you want me to grab it?
Sure.
Yeah, can I grab it?
No, I'll grab it because I know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'll be back there for too long.
Keep
so-
talking about it. Find
Oh.
something else to talk about.
Well, so I will talk about this drink real quick, just to interrupt while he's going to grab the Sharpie, because this is actually really delicious.
Yeah, you sucked through that thing.
I did. So typically it takes me a while to get through them, and I'm like drinking them slow. But this one is just, I'm just killing it because it is delicious. It's very flavorful, very bold. I like it. It's got a lot of flavor to it. And that's in an old fashioned. So it's built, I have an orange in there, an entire orange, not just the peel, because they like to get frisky out here with the entire orange. So a lot of things that could like kill the flavor, but it still holds strong. But at the same time, it's not overpowering. It's not like a very peppery, like, oh, I got to drink through this. It's very tasty.
You get like because it's a rye, so are you getting that sharpness, or is it like mellowed out with everything?
No, it's totally mellowed out in here. So that's what's really cool. So it's mellowed out the sharpness of the rye, which I haven't had the one by itself. So I don't know how strong it's going to be, but assuming it's a rye, it should be typically pretty strong. It's mellowed out that sharpness, but the flavor profile is still there. So I still get like a lot of complexity.
It makes sense.
in
It's
it.
only 84.8 proof.
Okay, yeah, so it's not strong.
not
so
super
yeah,
strong.
for a rye, that's actually really low. I'm
No, it starts
surprised.
off in the barrel at a 103, but we'll get into some more.
Even a
of
103. I thought typically in the barrel they're in like the 150s, and then they gotta like water them down. But
that. Ooh, maybe Josh would know
maybe.
more about that.
Yeah. Once he gets back with the pen, I mean, you can probably see him up here in the top left if you're watching the camera, talking to the patrons, not paying any attention to us or the show, which is typical. And I don't what does he have a knife on him?
He always has that on him.
So we're just pretending that is not a knife. That is that is plastic. He has a fake plastic knife.
I couldn't find the actual Sharpie. That's the only one.
We would never have an actual knife on the show, so that is fake plastic.
Why
in
can't
his
we have a knife
pocket.
on the show?
Because they won't allow that. No weapons.
Really?
Oh yeah,
This isn't a weapon. It's a tool.
you're a tool. I'm sorry, just kidding. No, so we were talking about this. Well, no, let's go back to the cigars. Let's go back to the cigars, then we'll come back here.
We're gonna rate this.
Yeah, that's why we got that.
I was hoping she had a Sharpie because she's over there decorating her graduation cap.
Oh,
For
You
her
would- I
second.
would think you would need
degree.
a Sharpie to do that.
So this is the
But-
7 tack 20. That's not a 20. Tack 4.
So this rating is going to be very interesting because there's only 2 of you rating this one.
yeah, true.
Typically, we have 3.
Yeah.
So take that with a grain of salt. I've used that term like
Twice
6 times.
now. Have you used it 6 times?
In your life or today?
No, I usually use it like 6 times a day. So that thing is still going. Look
Yeah.
at that freaking ash.
I'm not
dude.
being gentle with it.
No.
Think you can go the whole way?
No.
No.
I can see it starting to break a little. It's curving.
That's okay.
I mean,
I'm
they're
gonna
usually
go,
not straight. They usually curve a little bit. That's normal. You don't need to see your doctor for that.
What would you rate this,
How would
Josh?
you rate this?
I'm going, yeah, I don't like it as much as the 8 Cellar Reserve.
I was going to say the
18.
same thing.
That's an amazing cigar. The
And
Gurkha Pure Evil,
I-
like Gordo, is an amazing cigar.
I had that one bad one.
I'm going, I like it better than JFR. 8 even, actually. I don't ever do evens, but this is an 8 even. I can't get it
That's
to
high.
I can't get it to 8.1. I don't
No.
feel like it wants to be there, but I don't want to
Yeah.
do 7.9 either.
Yeah. So you actually like it better than the Pure Evil then?
The smaller Robusto,
Robusto
one?
one?
Yeah, I like it better than that.
Okay.
It's got a lot more flavor.
Yeah. Nice. Where are you at?
I wanted to put it about where you are above
Yeah.
the JF Titan or JFR Titan.
Yeah, but you can't
But
do
I'm
it.
trying to. That one bad. That was the Pure Evil. Was the one where I was like, this is terrible.
That was the Gordo one though.
Yeah.
That's the one that scored the highest. You guys did the Robusto
Yeah,
when I
you're
was
right.
gone.
You're right.
Yeah.
When I gave you that second one, because we didn't make you rate it on the bad one.
Yeah.
We gave you the new one and you liked it.
It's tough. Again, I do like having the ratings up here, but again, it makes
gets
it
tough.
tougher because you're like, oh, I don't want to rate it higher than that, but it's-
That's why I like the ratings right in front of us, because
Yeah.
I can go back in my head, like I see it and I go back, I'm like, oh yeah.
But see, so what I do is I like second guess myself, and I'm like, oh, it's better than that. But so here's the thing: you got to remember, there's multiple people rating these.
Yeah.
So you could have like rated this one an 8.5, and you could rate this one an 8, even though it's still higher.
True.
In your mind, the Gurkha was higher because you rated it an 8.5. Everyone else just dicked it up and rated it low.
Right.
And then this next one, you want to rate. You're like, oh, it's not as good as that one, but that's not your rating. That's like group
It's the
rating.
show's rating.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So you take it with a grain of salt.
Coming from the guy who doesn't rate.
I do have
cigars.
I do have an over under on how many times he says that tonight, and I'm winning.
Oh no, shit.
I'm winning. So
Well, I'm
I'm-
winning because Toronto's winning, so I gotta love it. I don't want to jinx that though, so let's keep it moving.
I really think I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it an 8 as well, and that's not because I was gonna say probably I'd put it above.
I did not mean to do that.
mine was
sure.
mine was 7, 9, 8, and I went 8 just because I
Yeah.
felt like it deserved an 8.
Yeah, I think that I would agree there. And I like my Gurkhas, and I'm glad that those are the top 3, but not anymore. This one is definitely one that if I had to pick between the Pure Evil Robusto versus the XO, and the XO is a lot bigger, but I think that you just get more flavor in the bigger cigars. So this gives it a. You want to do the quick math?
An 8. You both ranked it an 8, so I'd say it's gonna be an 8,
Nice.
and that moves into spot number 3.
Third
Very
place,
nice.
724, 1874, Gordo in third place on our board.
You know what we should have done? Because we had the fourth camera, we should have put in the fourth camera right here.
that would've been cool.
So we could like show
That'd be cool.
the board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. There we go.
Why don't we
No one
have-
needs to see me. There's the board, so
Post the board every week on the
we just.
Facebook.
I'm going to be
here.
posting, like you said, I'm going to be posting the board up near the.
I think that's a good idea.
The bar so people
yeah,
can
just
see
hang
it.
it up there.
Yeah, I think it's going to draw people's attention, and
Yeah.
they might buy more cigars because of it.
Hey, why not? I would.
Yeah, if you see something, you're standing up there, you're like, oh, maybe I'll go try that cigar.
Oh yeah, now that we have it filled up, you can put your letter next to your favorite one.
Ooh.
I think mine's next to the Cellar Reserve, which is my favorite one.
Oh, can you move my K next to the Basil Hayden Dark Rye? I like that a lot.
Where's Gil at?
G?
Gil likes.
I mean, come on.
Blanton's.
Gil likes Blanton's.
Blanton's. Can you put the G next to Blanton's?
I like how I'm the only one on the cigar side. Maybe we should have 2 letters, 2 J's, 2.
I don't need 2
Where's
letters.
the arts
but-
and crafts lady at?
Yeah.
She's got 2 cats.
Where's our arts and crafts
Yeah.
person? Director.
Director of
Arts and crafts. Director.
arts and crafts.
There you go. She's hired. She can.
You're hired.
She'll make triple what I make.
No, she starts her job on Monday.
Well, no, but she can do this and make triple what I make. I mean, that's amazing. Quadruple what you make and 10 times what he makes, and he's the CEO.
Oh. It is about.
Oh, yeah, that thing is just dangling,
No,
bro.
no, show it.
I can't. It's about to fall
Just
off.
move your camera, homie.
Here, let me.
Warren, just move your camera.
Oh yeah.
It's like it was.
There you go.
I can't get it. Did you see it shaking?
got
Yeah,
it.
oh yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh, maybe not. It's still holding.
it's
It's still
what
holding.
the hell?
That thing definitely shook.
That is insane.
There's no way. There's no way that stays on.
There's no. It's still
That's
going.
impressive. You just hit it too.
In my
Yeah.
hand. Wonder if I like.
Oh, I see it. I see it cracking.
Is it?
No. Yeah.
There it is.
I would have brought that up for one more drag, and that thing would have just all over my
And I would
pants.
have laughed and felt better. But
All right.
yeah, we got to get more letters out there so they know.
Yeah, because you guys have your favorite cigars.
Yeah,
You guys.
and that breaks your point.
You guys.
Now, you know what I'm saying? That the point you were just trying to make about how like, oh, this could be yours, but someone just botched it. Put your letter next to it.
Huh? What? Who said what?
No, like you know how you're saying like that could have been your highest rated.
Oh,
now
yeah,
we'll know
exactly.
because
it's
each
like-
person will have a letter
yeah.
next to their highest rated.
I mean, come on. How are you guys not all over that McCollin? Oh, it's so good.
I didn't like it.
McCollin.
I think I'm the reason it's not like higher.
I think. Well,
Hey.
it's number 1.
So I had a customer come in today to buy some cigars.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me. He's like, "Hey, you sell Macallan 12?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." He said, "How many pours do you get out of a bottle?" And I didn't know where he was getting. I thought he was going to be like, "Well, why is it priced so high?" Well, first he asked, "How much is a bottle of Macallan 12?" I said, "You go to the liquor store, it's right around $80 in New Hampshire."
Okay.
Then he's like,
yeah, that's
"Well, how many pours do you get out of a bottle?" I'm like, "All right, I know where this is going. This
Yeah,
guy's going to be
right.
like, oh, your price was too high." So he was just in Vegas, and one restaurant got $17 for a 2-ounce pour, and one restaurant got $25 for a 2-ounce pour.
I was going to say 17 for a 2-ounce pour isn't too bad.
And
for a
ours
12.
is $13.50.
Yeah. But honestly, they're probably not paying the same price you are because
That
New
doesn't make
Hampshire.
sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
That should be higher than that. It's $80 a bottle.
How many pours you get? Enough.
Oh, I wonder if she did. Oh, it should be higher than that.
Should you be pricing it higher?
Yeah, it should be like 17.
McCollin 12, please.
Oh crap!
Well,
Well, how many ounces are in a bottle?
25.4.
25.
25.4.
And a pour is a 1.5, right?
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2.
On
Oh,
Macallan
you do a
12,
full
we do
2?
2. Yeah. Is it really
didn't have
that
to do
low?
that. So that's
I'm gonna
so.
fix that right meow. Mid-show. Price adjustment. Price adjustment.
No, I think you're fine.
No, I'm not.
Really?
12 pours. I hate doing math. On,
Yeah.
on the show.
You got
Times 12.
640
It's
cost.
162. So I'm right there. I'm
No,
right where
you're
I
right
want to
there.
be. I want to be a little bit higher than that. I might go to 14.
Okay. But I mean, you're not like you're not
255.
dying off.
So I want to
this
get
thing.
180 out of the bottle.
Ooh.
What's
So
the MSRP?
$15.
Okay.
I try to get 225%,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
which is pretty standard. Most places try to get 300.
Yeah, I was gonna say standard. Like for people that don't know, and they're like, "Oh my god, how can you get that high of a percentage, dude?" Alcohol is the number one moneymaker. I
Yeah,
mean, you can just
low end
kill
alcohol
it.
is usually.
Well, I guess soda's really high too.
Yeah.
But alcohol is right up there.
Is that hard to get?
Sometimes
No.
it can be. It's not
Macallan
super
12?
difficult, but
No, that's not too bad.
you don't see it
really.
at a lot of places though.
The 18 is much more difficult.
Yeah, you can't find the 18.
No.
when it does come in, I usually try to buy 3 or 4 bottles,
Yeah,
which is expensive, but
It is, but
you
it's
just never see
amazing
it.
too.
Oh, when you're the ROI on that.
It's well, return on investment's difficult when you're trying to do high end stuff because it just sits
Yeah, it
in my
sits there
back.
for a while.
Oh, good point.
Because
Like
a lot
I-
of people come in and they don't want to buy, they don't want
Super
to
high-end
spend $50
stuff.
bucks on, on a bill. But here, I mean, this is why you come here. If you want the high end, you want the exclusive, you come here.
You
Because
do.
it's the
You do
only
come here.
place.
This place is nice.
I
The only
wouldn't
other
even
place
say-
is in Peterborough. They have it's a whiskey bar in Peterborough. They have 300 bottles of whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should go there.
Cooper Hill.
I wouldn't even say that this place is that exclusive for just the high end stuff. Like you're well rounded.
Very.
Definitely, yeah. If you want the cheap stuff, that's here too.
It's
I'm
a
don't
Jameson
have
guy.
to. Yeah. You don't have to high end it, but you can.
You can.
You
It's-
can't do that anywhere else in Keene.
No, if I was
My
bringing
Jameson isn't bad. It's $8 for a pour.
no, that's not
A
bad at
2-ounce
all.
pour Jameson. That's great.
That's great.
If you're going out, I think that's a great price.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's no matter where I go. That's
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy your own bottle, but that's different. I mean, obviously.
Funny story.
Uh-oh.
I brought my kids, Bryn, to a chaperoned a school thing yesterday.
Sure. Okay.
And so I had 5 kids in my car because they didn't have enough kids to.
Please.
He knows where this is going.
Oh no.
I had 5 kids in my car because they didn't have enough space in the van.
Okay.
Yes. So we get back home, and Bryn goes to Becca. Yeah, I smelled. Dad had an empty bottle of whiskey back there, and we all smelled it, and it smelled like vanilla. So
Okay.
It was my Nips?
He was drinking Nips in the back of my truck
Oh my
at one
God.
point, and left the empty bottle on the seat back.
Oh my God.
And these little kids were taking it out, opening it, and smelling it. And I was like, Brent, I really hope your friends don't
Nice.
tell their parents that.
Yeah, you're
There's
not
no way I
driving
put
the
one
kids
back there.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get
You're
asked.
done with that.
I wasn't back there.
Yeah, you were on the way down. I drove on the way down, and you
Dude,
went
whose
back.
nips are they then? Come
No,
on.
no, but you took it.
Those are your nips.
No, they're 100% my nips.
100%
But
your
how
nips.
did they get there?
You put it in the back of the seat pocket.
I did.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had quite a few of
remember
them
when
because
no,
you don't
no,
remember.
He didn't drink it while we were driving.
No.
We had
Of
stopped
course
and we
not.
were waiting for the event
Oh,
to
and the
start.
rain started.
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
And I just kind of put it there and then it fell down. Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's move on to what we're drinking
I'm
tonight.
sorry.
Hey, let's do that. That'd be great.
So we have the Michter's Rye. Last week we did the Michter's Bourbon and the Michter's American Whiskey. This is their rye, and their mash bill's pretty interesting for this. It's not like a normal rye. I think we hit on it last week.
Okay.
Most ryes you have are like 80, 90% rye. This one's
Yeah.
only 51.
Yeah.
That's the minimum amount to make it a rye.
I was
So
going
it's
to
going to
say
be a lot different flavored rye than you're used to. It's going to be less peppery,
Yes, I said
a
that.
little bit smoother.
So I just had it in the old fashioned. I haven't had it straight yet.
Yep.
But I was saying, I think it's delicious.
Really?
So here's the things. So I don't have, like I was saying, I don't have a huge peppery taste to it.
Yep.
It's not strong. So it's hard because, again, there's an orange in here, there's bitters, there's all sorts of other flavors pulling away. But I still got a lot of flavor out of it without the harshness. So it was very easy to drink. I mean, I killed it already, which never happens.
No, that was very fast.
So very easy to drink. So if you're not like a huge drinker, this should be one of your go-tos because it's a rye, so you can like ball up and be like, "Yo, I'm drinking this rye, old-fashioned," but very easy to drink. I think the flavor profile is great on it. To be perfectly honest, I felt a lot of flavors pulling through that I typically don't in an old-fashioned because it's usually covered up. So I was surprised that I could taste some of these flavors coming through this without having, a high alcohol content. Again, that pepperiness wasn't there. It was just a smooth drink.
Yeah, I definitely smell it's not as sweet as it was last week with like the Granny Smith apple and everything, but I smell the caramel. I smell the vanilla.
I smell some cherry. Is there cherry on there? Does someone have a...
Yeah, no. So a pleasant introduction of caramel, cherry, and green apple.
Holy shnikes.
That was good, man. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Additionally,
Over
the
here,
rye
I'll-
spice adds potency, while oak provides a well-rounded base to the aroma.
Yep.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to
I'm
do?
going to grab you guys, because I did this when he was here, and I grabbed the Woodford rye,
Okay.
and I did it side by side.
Oh.
Like I took a sip of that, and then I took a sip of the Woodford rye. So
Okay.
you can really taste the differences.
Oh, I'm sure
So
the
I'm
Woodford
gonna-
rye is going to be way peppery.
Well, no, I'm going to look up the mash bill for both of them and have
Okay.
them side by side, and then we can talk about it. But you guys
Should
can
we?
keep. No, you can
Do
keep
you want to
drinking
make
that.
a call? And
No,
well,
no,
I haven't even
I'll-
started drinking yet.
No, you can drink it.
Okay.
I'm going to go up there. I'm going to find the mash bill online.
So I will take a sip, and then
There's
there
a
will
quick
be
bite to that.
radio silence.
Well, he'll talk.
Yeah, you talk.
Yeah, so there was
Talk
a.
for me.
I would say that was definitely a quick bite, especially since we were saying that they barrel these at 103, and then
Ooh.
it comes out at 80.
Oh,
84.
we had a question for you. So typically, it's a much higher barrel strength, right? The not barrel, like the what do you call it?
The proof.
The proof is much higher in the barrel, right? Like 103. That seems really low for a barrel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. It is.
we were saying that, but we didn't know. But I thought that
so
was
Woodford
the case.
has a smaller. Woodford's only 53% rye.
What is this one?
51.
Okay, so they're similar.
They're very
actually.
close, but they're totally different flavors.
Okay, I'm excited.
It's not. The burn is there. The
Oh,
initial.
absolutely! Like right away, it's like
The
ooh,
initial
it's
palate,
heavy. It's
it
a lot of
hits you.
pepper, but then it's gone
It's
within
gone,
a second.
and it's such a sweet, subtle like tasting after, where it's like, oh wow, like I almost forget that the burn, how
Yeah.
much that burn. I want to go for it again,
Right?
and then you get it, and you're like,
You're like ooh,
and then it goes away again,
and then
I'm
it's
like,
gone. Again, it's like low 80s on the proof. So
Yeah, 84? No.
yeah, 84.
84.
Was it 84 or something?
Yeah, 84.4. Let me just double check that. Yep, 84.8.
So it's, oh my god, ooh, very hard to swish for me. It was
Really?
that was really
Wow.
powerful, but now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now I'm getting the flavors.
Yeah, so it says the flavor comes from a relatively low 84.8 proof.
Yep.
Maybe it's from the low barrel entry, which we were just talking about, or the custom filtration, which we talked about last week, right?
And again, for me,
Yeah.
this is really. I taste the cherry like coming out in this, but I can also taste a little bit of the apples, not nearly as much as the last one though. The last one was very heavily apple flavored. This one, I get a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah,
I
the-
think the cherry overwhelms that apple flavor. That
Well,
I'm
on the
used
taste,
to,
it
on the
says
taste.
brown sugar, caramel, soft remnants of fruit, so that's probably the cherries,
Okay.
and mild black pepper and pine.
Well,
And then it,
mild is I guess because it goes away so quick.
yeah, well, the finish, it says black pepper grows into a finish where it becomes fairly spicy. Some dry oak appears towards the end. Fairly long finish with lingering warmth. I don't get the warmth.
I don't get that. I
Yeah,
don't get the
that.
lingering. I don't get like on the other ones. I can like. I have to figure out how to word this to not get kicked off of anything. But when I don't feel it going down like the other ones. Like we've had some where you can feel that burn like all the way through, and you can feel it in your chest like going down. This one, you don't feel it. It's like gone. You drink it, it's in your mouth. It's like, it's harsh. Don't get me wrong, but it goes away so quick and it doesn't travel down your throat.
Yeah, no, I switched it around, and I can.
Do you
when
feel the harshness when you swish, right?
It's still there. Like it sits on the tongue a little bit
Yeah.
longer. But overall, I would say this is not. I think this is my favorite rye. other than
I
the
would
Basil
agree
Hayden.
with that, and I
But
like
the
a
Basil
Woodford.
Hayden dark rye doesn't even taste like a rye.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, it's not rye.
It is rye,
It-
but it's not.
Oh, let's hear it. He's
So
got a
Basil
mic
Hayden
back
dark
up.
rye isn't necessarily like a straight rye. This is a straight rye, where Basil Hayden rye is mixed.
Mixed with
it's
a port.
mixed with port.
Yeah.
like the actual wine is mixed with it.
Yeah, the way
Got
what I was
you.
saying was like for a rye, I think this is my favorite
heard.
straight rye.
Yeah.
Other than if someone was going to say Basil Hayden.
So what I just gave you guys is
Wow.
not Woodford, but that's Jack rye.
Okay.
So the mash
Very
bill on
different.
Jack rye is 70% rye.
That is a lot of rye.
Yeah,
the
compared to
pepperiness
the
is
50,
much stronger.
51 of the mixtures.
It lasts longer.
Yeah.
The burn lasts longer.
Should be a lot more peppery.
a lot
and-
peppery. Yep. Yep.
you
what it
should have
is.
just saw his face.
Dude, even that smell is like,
You'll see
uh-oh.
it, but
I haven't tried either one. So
Really?
well, I have
Oh,
tried
well.
them both, but not tonight.
obviously, but
I'm gonna
yeah,
smell it,
give
so.
it a shot there and see what you think. I am definitely, no question, a huge fan, more a fan of the rye we're drinking.
Definitely smell totally different too.
Oh yeah, they do.
I think this one has
Absolutely.
more of the isopropyl.
Propyl.
Alcohol?
It has more of that vibe.
So the
Yeah.
Jack Rye is 70% rye, 18% corn, and 12% malted barley.
Okay.
Let's see here. I couldn't find the actual mash bill for Michter's Rye.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if they. I don't
But
know if this is the one
knew
where
how
he said
much it was the rye.
51%.
Yeah.
I do know that, but I can't find the other ones.
Is there a reason
Interesting.
why these companies don't? Excuse me, because even on this, I hate to. I know I just started to ask a question and then took it away, but I mean, for like even the 724 company, I could not find a 724 website where I could look up these reviews, and I know that like Blanton's had it posted everywhere, but
Interesting.
even like the Michter's doesn't have their own website.
Well, they have their own website, but they don't like post stuff on it.
But why? Why
I
not?
don't know. I don't know.
Like this mash build that we're trying to. I mean, is it protected? So
They might want
could
to
you
keep it under
recreate
wraps.
it?
So they say people are guessing 55 to 60% rye, 35 to 40% corn, and 5% barley for the rye.
And what does it say on the website? Just kind of
I'm looking. It's nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to tell you, I don't think. Where the Jack is 70, 18, 12. So there's a lot more
Wow.
corn.
70, 18. You're
Well,
you're missing
12% malted barley
70 plus 18
is 88.
plus.
12
Oh, okay.
is 100%.
Yeah, that makes 100. Yeah. I mean, they're both good. Don't get me wrong. This one is definitely if I had a long conversation with a very look at your face. Your face says it all, bro.
That's strong.
That one's strong.
The Jack Rye is
Yeah.
very peppery.
It's very peppery. Yes.
It's definitely not.
That might do well with ice. Like a little water, like
yeah,
cut
it
down
does
on
well
the.
with me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not
no.
the DJ ice.
DJ Ice.
All right, so I'm now going in for the Michter's here. Michter's.
Dude, I like this Michter's. I'm telling you right now. This is a preview. I'm rating this high.
10.
It's 10.
That's very well rounded.
I like the smell.
And I think that's a great term for this rye. It's a very well-rounded rye.
It is.
If I
It
had a
is.
candle of this, I would light it.
You just like the smell.
I like the smell.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Can we have a talk?
Oh, hi. And then you got to yeet it.
I mean, so I just pulled up a website because I'm looking for the mash bill. Can't find it, but lots of reviews, and I'll just read the title of each one of these reviews. Delectable, absolute perfection, superb rye, my favorite, excellent,
We do emails.
dry and spicy, best rye on the market, elevating. Oh, this last one says disappointing.
Let's just read it. Just read it.
so
So
it
see
says,
why they're disappointed.
After finishing so he finished the bottle. After finishing oh, no, hold on. After finishing my bottle of High West Rendezvous Rye,
you cannot compare this to yeah.
I ordered a bottle of this. I love rye for the dryness and spiciness. Okay, so this doesn't have a lot of dryness or spiciness, so this person's an idiot.
No, they're not an idiot.
not
They
an
just
idiot,
like what
it's
they
their
like.
They
own
just like what they
palate,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, yeah. He's still rated at 3 stars, though.
Yeah, like
3
we
out
had
of 5.
We had a young lady over at the bar. I think it was a couple weeks ago, and she was asking everyone for their input on like how I should do this, how you should do this, how am I supposed to do this with cigars, and everyone was giving her all this input, and I finally just had enough of it, and I was like, it's all
do you.
on your. There's no wrong way to smoke a cigar. It's all based on your preference. The more you smoke cigars, the more you're gonna realize what you like and what you don't like.
There's
and
no
what
wrong
works.
way to cook a steak. If
So-
you like it raw, then you do it raw.
Wanna
If
hear
you like
something?
it burned, then you do it burned.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
High West Rendezvous Rye. No corn. So
Wow.
very little sweetness. That's
Yeah.
where the sweetness comes
Ouch.
from. 95% rye.
Holy crap.
So that guy who said
Yeah.
it was disappointing, just like super high rye.
Why would you even get this? when it has 51%.
It's totally different than what his flavor profile is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's insane.
Could you imagine shooting that?
What?
Like the 90.
95?
Jeez.
Yeah.
I would throw up.
It'd be peppery.
It would be.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
I would throw up.
I don't know if I throw
What's
up.
the one I have up there? Oh, we should try that one too. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, please.
I West.
I don't know
What
how.
is that one?
I really like this.
It's very. I think well-rounded is the best term for that, and I think that's
think
what
it
we're
is
going to
too.
go with.
Yeah.
And you met these guys.
I met
the
the
smell is
salesperson
amazing.
from
I agree.
Michter's himself.
Okay.
He came in. It was like he was on cocaine because he was all over the place, crazy. He wasn't on cocaine. He was
No,
just
of course
very
not. He was just
excited.
very excited. I can
All right.
see why.
He was just
I'd be very
trying to
excited
give me
about
all
this
this
too.
information
Very
on these
confident.
3 different whiskeys he had, and I tried to take as much of the information as possible. So
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, where do I put this?
Can you give me the bottom one? Warren,
What's that?
can you give me the bottom tile?
Oh, yeah. Well, you think it's gonna beat Old Crow?
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
you never know.
I'm not going to give it a
till
0.
You know.
Here we go. Old Crow, 3.4 off the board.
Goodbye, Old Crow.
I don't even think we sell Old Crow here.
We do not.
We
For
do not.
all of you that
so
tell me that dry erase markers don't get rid of Sharpie.
you're lying because they absolutely do. There it is. I mean, you showed me, but I know. Watch a TikTok. They'll show you. Yeah, if you have a Sharpie and you need to erase it,
As
go
you see
ahead
here,
and
it doesn't get rid of it.
no,
No.
not rubbing it.
But if I
he's gonna scribble the dry erase right on top of it, which is how you get rid of it. Just like
I'm a magician.
watch it. Yeah, you're good. Look at that.
Obviously, got to go a couple
Boom.
times in there.
Yeah, but still. It's like that. Oh, did they just score again? Sorry. No, it's halftime or not halftime. Quarter time.
There's no halftime in hockey.
or quarter, third time, period time. Well,
Period.
that doesn't sound right. Anyway, please save me.
Just that
Yeah.
time.
No, I have another one up there from High West because we were talking about it.
Oh, you
it's
do?
their single malt, and it's
not-
100% malted barley whiskey.
Wow, that
It
sounds.
is-
That sounds
It's very interesting, and I don't want to do it as a
as its own thing.
as its own thing because it's in its own world.
You can't really
It's
compare
literally you
it.
cannot compare it to anything. And I think it'd be good to do tonight because we're talking. We
Sure.
tried one that was high rye, one that was low rye, and then we're gonna try one that's like high malted, all malted
yeah,
barley.
Yeah, I would agree because that's the thing. You have to. It's probably an acquired taste.
Yeah.
And you either like it or you don't, and we're not going to sway you.
I don't think you guys are gonna like it.
I don't think so either.
I don't
I'm
think
scared.
it's not bad. It has a smell like it's totally different. It's one.
really
it's just
like
all
this.
one grain.
I already know what I'm rating it. But here's the thing.
I don't yet. Hold on.
I can't use these because that's the problem I have is that's not my Blanton's score. I scored Blanton's higher than this.
Yep.
Everyone else brought it down.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
This is not. This is for me.
Oh.
Spell straight.
STRAIGHT. Or if you're talking about a body of water, it's STRAIT.
I don't think that's what he was going for.
I know.
No, I can't spell it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, there's no way that's right.
Oh, just do spell check.
I would just do STR straight. STR. I guess straight. STRIGHT.
Turn on autocomplete.
That's what that is.
No, I missed the A.
Yeah, I'm saying
How did you strit?
straight. That doesn't look right.
I have an
whiskey?
editor. I have an editor for all my college stuff.
For that.
I have a 99.47 in my college course right now. Thank you
Chat
very much.
GPT.
Nope, never once used it.
Oh, I use it all the time.
I sit there and I write
All the
everything.
time. I'm doing like a website and I'm like, what should I put here? Chat GPT. Give me a description of da 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 da. It
My thing
cut,
is,
paste.
my thing is, my biggest like fear is that there's going to be some day where someone's going to ask me to do something, and if I cheated my way to do it, I'm going to look like an idiot.
I hear you, but I don't know. I think the world's different now.
I'm just old school, I guess.
No, I just feel like when the schools were set up, people didn't have the information that they have in their pockets. And now we do. So I feel like a lot of the like memorization stuff that we have now is useless. Like I don't need to memorize the periodic table because I can just look it up.
That's fair.
You know? Now, if I'm going to be like a chemical scientist, well, yeah, sure. I'm going to want to know that stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes sense depending on what your job is, depending on what you're doing. I don't feel it's like stuff that we shouldn't have.
No, I agree.
But at the end of the day, I feel like if I'm going to be an accountant, that shit doesn't matter. And I feel like schools should be more like tempered towards technology and expect that, hey, the typical person is going to have their phone and going to be able to look something up if they need to look it up.
I think that for like even me with working with kids that take the ASVAB, you should be able to use a calculator. Because we're still using it as like no calculator, and these guys just don't know how to do math.
No,
I use
that's
Lattice.
crazy.
If I didn't have Lattice, I wouldn't be able to multiply.
When I go to a grocery store and the kid can't like, not even a grocery store, but just like a little like 5 and dime store or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what that is.
For like
but like a little like I'm old school. Like
I don't know what that is, but you didn't have to say that.
well, no, it just means you're young. I'm old.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to be ashamed of. I should be ashamed of anything. But you go to like a little corner store, a liquor store, or whatever, and you like buy one thing, and they're like $4.75 or $4.74, and then you hand them $5, and they're like, and the machine stops working, and then they got to figure out like, okay, I don't know how much change to give you, and it's like, oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, that's a little
Like,
ridiculous.
Give
But
me
I
a
guess
quarter and a penny. Like it's not that difficult, but it's one of those things. So anyway, let me
Want to
move
read about
back.
this?
So let
Right
me-
on the back, you can read some about it.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. I
High
enjoy
West,
it.
High Country.
I have a bottle at my house. I keep there. It's just something different. That if you want something different,
Yeah.
I like the way the bottle looks.
all their bottles are wicked cool. They
It's
do
like classic message in a bottle.
Here, do you want to read that?
Yeah.
It's too small for me to read.
I had
I'm
laser
old,
vision.
Man.
As
there's
admirers,
no countries from the Central America in there, so you're good.
as admirers of the famed single malts of Scotland, we
Yes,
challenged
Scotland,
ourselves to create a true American single malt, embodying the pioneering spirit of the American West, while paying homage to those.
Homage.
Do you want to
going.
read it? Do you want to read it?
Nope. I'm just
Then it's
helping you. I'm
homage
trying- okay,
To
homage.
those who get us here,
All right.
who got us here. That's Lewis and Clark. A blend of 100% copper pot distilled malt whiskey. Oh, who else did the copper pot?
Michter's.
Michter's. Oh, okay.
Full copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aged at a minimum of 2 years and produced high in the.
Minimum of 2 years.
Well, that's all it takes
Sorry.
for whiskey.
Really?
Minimum of 2, yeah.
So,
That-
I mean, I haven't heard anything less than a 4.
That's bourbon.
Oh, you're right.
Produced in the high.
Sorry.
Produced high in the Wasatch. Wasatch. WASATCH.
Your
Yeah,
guess
that
is
must
as
be
good
in
as
some
mine.
mountain range, some
Do they-
Indian.
Yeah,
Doesn't
mountains,
say where
in
it
mountains
is.
of Utah,
Utah,
unfiltered
okay.
and distilled on the grain for a robust Western character, known for bold notes. I'm just realizing you're having me read this because I can't read.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just wanted to smoke my cigar.
Known for its bold notes and fresh apricots.
There was just a
toasted
lot of words
marshmallow,
I didn't want to read.
and
all.
roasted walnuts up front with honeycomb. Ooh, now I'm excited. Sourdough toast.
Ooh, that sounds tasty.
And a hint of smoked lemon peel to the finish. Best enjoyed neat or with a few drops of water while
gonna
the
try and
sun dips low on the western horizons.
There's a little bit of water in there because I rinsed
Is
out
there?
the glasses, so there's
Oh,
just
so
a
there's
small.
probably a little bit. Okay.
Just a small.
You mean there's
amount.
water on my glass? Yeet.
You didn't dry the glass before you poured
Sorry,
these?
boys. Sorry, boys.
I like the bottle. It has like impurities in the glass.
So yeah, High West does that with all their bottles. All the bottles have air bubbles in it, which is the coolest. I think it's the coolest bottle.
I think that's pretty dope.
Does that make it delicate?
No, it probably makes it a little bit more delicate. I'd have to guess, but
I
not,
mean, what
not
do you
enough.
are you like juggling these, or I mean, I'm
Well,
sure
I'm just
they're,
saying,
they're
if I
gonna
put-
hold up.
If I was gonna send a message in a bottle and throw it into the ocean,
my
that's not gonna sink.
God. This thing's pretty heavy though.
But
They're
there's
not gonna,
air.
it's not going to sink.
I think
anyways.
it's thick though. I think it's thick, so it overcompensates.
How thick?
Is thick.
The air bubbles are overcompensated by the thickness of the bottle.
Yeah, but the thing is, never mind. I'm not going to get into the physics of that. with
Like
him.
if you look, like you might be able to.
if you put a message in there and cork it and put wax around it or tape it, it's never going to sink. It's just going to float.
Yeah, you might
No,
be
but
able to
something
see.
could crack it.
You
It
might be
could
able to see
crack
some of
'cause
the air bubbles.
is
It
what
looks
he's
like
saying.
dust.
What's
or
going to crack it on the ocean? Is it going to run into a
they made a song about it, so there's no way that.
Wow.
what?
I do not like this.
Oh,
Really?
you tried it. I didn't see you try it.
He went straight for
Did
the
you
kill.
smell it? Did you smell it first?
I did smell it first.
I'm going to wait till he smells it, and then I'm going to ask the
Okay.
question to both of you.
Did I shave my head?
Can you smell the dang
Oh,
whiskey?
sorry.
Should I shave my head?
Whoa!
So doesn't it? It smells,
Smells like corn.
like grain,
Like
like
grain,
you get like
yes.
the grain smell,
Like almost.
Absolutely.
which is totally different than anything
1,000
else.
times different than this.
It
I'm saving
almost
this 'cause
smells
I
like the
it.
Coors Light brewery with like all the yeast and stuff.
Like if you
Oh,
go to
yeah,
a brewery
okay, yeah.
like
The
that.
hoppy or
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever been to like a grain farm,
Wow.
like where they gather the grain and they put it in the barn?
I don't think so.
no, I'm
No.
from the city.
No, yeah, I'm
So
from
that's what it
Cali.
smells like when you have a barn full of just grain, just loose.
Okay.
So
Like after they harvest
When
it.
when
Yeah.
someone tells me what grain smells like, I just stick my nose. Like imagine myself sticking my nose in like a box of Cheerios and sniffing.
That does not smell like a box
No.
of Cheerios.
No, it doesn't.
But I get the whole Coors Light brewery. Like
You do get
Yeah,
booze.
Yeah.
it's
And there's-
yeasty. It's
there's-
yeasty.
Yeah.
It's got
that's
that
the
like
sourdough toast.
sourdough toast, yes.
Yeah.
But like unfinished sourdough toast, like it hasn't even been cooked yet. It's still in its like dough form.
No, if I smell this, it's like you're baking something.
It smells like dough.
Yeah, you're baking something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a bakery, but it's like you just made fresh dough.
No, fresh dough. It
I get
smells
that.
like dough to me.
Yeah. Wow.
Dough re mi.
I'm really nervous to take this based off
It's
of your.
different. It's a different flavor.
It hits
Let me
different.
get the palate. Let me get the palate
But
cleanser.
it doesn't hit like. Don't going into it thinking you're gonna drink a scotch, because it's
No.
definitely not a scotch.
All right, here we go.
It's definitely not an unpeated scotch.
This
it's not
isn't.
a peated
Do I
scotch.
shoot it?
This is from where was it?
Well, this is
Ohio.
their
Ohio. No,
this is their
Iowa.
homage to scotch, but they
No. Oh, it's their homage to Scott. Yeah,
yes
no.
because it
Utah.
uses all
They
barley.
missed. They missed.
But
that
it's not.
one.
They're not trying to make it a scotch. It's just their idea of what a scotch
Okay.
would be in the American High West.
Gotcha. It's like those cooking shows where like this is my homage to this, and it's nothing like.
Like if you had
that,
a Scottish guy that came here and then moved to the mountains,
Yeah.
and this is what he would make. This is what he would try to make a scotch.
Okay.
That's
Fair
what
enough.
that's what they're going for.
You guys, like, not you guys. People make some crazy things in some crazy areas, and it's just so funny to me that you're like, oh yeah, if a guy from Scotland went to Utah, this is what he would try to make in like his bathroom, you know? But then I imagine like prisoners make wine in their toilet. Like it's like, if there's a will, there's a way.
There is a way.
Everybody's so creative.
It's incredible on how creative and advanced we become when we are put in a place where it's like, oh, I don't have this. How do I make this?
How do I make it?
So do I shoot this?
No, don't shoot it. Just sip it. It's a sipping one, because you can get
It's-
some different flavor. Because it's
You
gonna
definitely get flavors out
it's
of it.
gonna like make your palate go crazy the first time you sip it, and then
Yup.
as you go in more and more, it's gonna even out.
What are you thinking? Yep, that's what I was thinking too. I'm with you on that one.
I took the smallest of sips.
Did you
Right?
really?
Yes.
Me too.
And I tried to like water it down with my saliva.
Yeah.
It's totally different. I enjoy it as
Do you?
something. If I'm not interested in drinking like a bourbon or a scotch, I'm like, all right, let's just have a little bit of this to start.
sure.
It's just different.
Yeah, I would say this is a long time conversation type of thing. It's not awful.
No.
I think the first one was
I
kind of like
wouldn't
the
pick it
what
out,
the
though.
hell is this?
Yeah, it's
It
just
tastes
so
like
different.
it smells almost. In a way.
I like the flavor.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad.
It's like a sweetness, like a graininess.
If I was
It's just too grainy for me.
to be fair, if you did not tell me where this was from, I would tell you like, yeah, if I had a cattle ranch and I was sitting on my front porch in like a rocking chair,
Like somebody made this in their bathroom.
watching my cows graze in the pasture.
Yep.
That's what I would imagine, not knowing the company.
This is a bathtub drink.
No, it's not.
It came out of someone's bathtub.
This
really
came out
not.
of someone's bathroom.
Because you're right. You do get that grain aroma in your mouth while it's
Yes.
going down.
I'm not a fan. I would rate this low.
I wonder
But-
what would it taste
Me
like
too.
in a
I
old
can-
fashioned.
I don't want to know.
Oh, I bet you want to know.
Nope. No, sir. I'm all set with that.
Yeah, overall I don't mind this. I like the bottle. I think the bottle's
Bottle's
cool.
cool. All their stuff's
Bottle
really
is cool. I'm not a fan of it.
They have one from High West. It's Midwinter Night's Dram. It's also a rye,
Okay.
but it's probably the best rye I've ever had in my entire life.
Really?
Like if we were to rate it, if I was to rate it, it would rate up there with Macallan 18 or higher.
Wow.
Probably higher.
I'm rating this at like a 5.7. So
This is going to be in the sevens for me if I had to rate it.
Hear me out. It just dawned on me, right? And I know that we've been spitballing different ideas, and you're running with one right now, which we won't say online, so someone else can't steal it.
okay.
Oh yes.
But for a New Hampshire, and it can't. I guess that you can't make it a bourbon because I'm not talking about making it in an oak barrel. You make a 51% corn drink out of pine barrels or evergreen barrels.
Oh, because like New Hampshire.
Because New Hampshire. What would that do?
No.
The sap and like, or even maple.
They've done Jack does a maple.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Evergreen.
I have the bottle up there.
Or
of Jack.
what's our state tree? The white birch.
We could probably cut down
Oh,
a
you could
tree
do
and
it.
make a barrel out
You
of
could
it,
do it
right?
in birch
birch. Yeah.
because they make birch beer.
I bet you Kevin could help us make a barrel. He's got all that woodworking shit.
Have them. We could buy. Yeah, we could do it.
No, we can like cut down some.
No, I mean, like we could buy like whiskey. To put
I have
in
a
it.
ton of trees in my yard. We could use those.
But how many birch trees? do
Maybe
you have?
clear them out.
It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much wood to make a barrel.
But birch trees
Yeah.
are like not really fat. They're tall and long.
I think I have a
But you
dead
just
birch
make
tree in my
staves.
yard.
Staves are
actually.
only like 3/4 inch wide or thick, and then
You just gotta-
like 2.5
yeah.
wide.
See, I might be onto something.
And then you bend them. I think we could do.
They do
this.
make drinks out of birch, so it is possible.
They
The-
do
the
root
thi-
beer out of birch.
No, they do birch beer out of birch.
Oh yeah.
Root
Get
beer
it
comes
right.
from something else.
The way he looked at you and was like, "No, it's birch beer."
The reason they
Isn't it
use
similar to root
the
beer,
reason they
though?
use oak is because the qualities it has when it has liquid inside of it.
It
Like-
stays rigid and
Yes, it
Yeah.
expands and contracts. Like
Yeah.
it stays closed. Like when they make a barrel. So I don't know if birch does that. or
I
not.
mean, we're just like three random guys spitballing ideas. There's
that would
people
be
that have been
cool.
doing this for hundreds of years that know
But if you
exactly.
call-
what
like-
but that's
to
why
do.
they don't do like softwoods because softwood
It would
they
just soak
shrink a lot.
through.
birch is softwood.
They shrink a lot.
Yeah.
So
What if you
we
It
can
had
did?
to be
try it. I'll look
hardwood.
it up.
What if you did it in like Blanton's, where it's steam heated the entire year to where it's not expanding and contrasting. It's a solid. This is what it is.
That's possible. I'm gonna look into it
Yeah, let's try to make our own alcohol. Fuck it.
because you don't have to make a giant barrel either.
Hang
You
on.
can
Yeah,
make a
you can make,
small.
like, a
you
little
can make a
thing.
small
Yeah.
gallon barrel, and you could just put whatever whiskey you wanted in there.
Why not?
And see if it changed
Sit
the
it
flavor.
for
It doesn't have to be
year.
forever because sometimes when they age stuff in like a sherry barrel, they'll age it in the regular barrel for 4 years, and they'll just put it in a port or sherry or wine
like
cask for like
60,
6
90
months.
days or something.
6
Oh,
months.
6 months. Okay.
what's
Yeah.
a New Hampshire?
There's plenty of New Hampshire whiskeys out there.